Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Nort. Happy New Year to all of you guys around the world. If you guys are in Australia, then how is 2018? If you guys are in America, if you guys are in Europe, then of course we are still in 2017. But of course, guys, wherever you are in the world, I decided, you know what? Let's end this year on just a huge bang, because what I've done is spent the past few hours or so writing out 4 pieces of paper, literally 4 pieces of paper, one on this side, one on that side, one on this side, one on that side, because what we're going to do today is something epic, something amazing, something which I am buzzing to get into, because Rockstar Games, if you guys saw my video I did yesterday when we took a look into the yellow mural which Rockstar Games added inside the Mount Chiliad tunnels, then you might know what's going on. But basically, Rockstar Games added in 4 murals with the latest DLC, which are all hidden in one room inside the Mount Chiliad tunnels, and these are the murals you guys can see right now. If you do explore the Mount Chiliad tunnels in the final mission of the Doomsday DLC, then you will of course have seen these murals if you did pay attention to what is around you. But what so many people in the community have tirelessly been doing is working on these murals, and they've been decoding them, they've been going into everything about them, and we've actually solved a few of these murals, and there's so many amazing things I want to show you guys in today's episode. Like, oh my days, I can't wait to get into this. So before we get into this, guys, I can't do this video without saying 2 huge thank yous. One thank you to the Mount Chiliad Reddit, I will leave a link to it in the description below, alongside another person on the Reddit called Hunter, who actually has his own YouTube channel. I will leave a link to it in the description below. Both of those guys, the Reddit and Hunter as well, have been working tirelessly in order to try and find just some clues, some decoding within these murals, and oh my gosh, I have so many amazing things to show you guys today. Like, I promise you guys, this video is going to be one of the best mystery, one of the best Easter egg videos I've ever showed you guys on this channel. So what we're going to do is dive straight into these murals. I'm going to decode them for you guys today, and we even have audio files from the wavelengths, which I showed you guys yesterday, which I'm able to show you guys as well. Like, literally audio files from something we can just see on like a mural, like just text and stuff. We have audio files for it. So this video will be epic. I can't wait to get into this. Of course, if you guys do enjoy it, be sure to smash that thumbs up button. But without wasting any more time, let's get straight into this. And the first thing I want to tell you guys is that each one of these murals, the yellow one, the red one, the green one, and the purple one, they're all different. They all represent one different mystery each. And the reason why we know this is because take a look at this one, guys. It's the green mural. So if you guys want to have a crack at this mural before I announce exactly what it means, pause this video right now and comment in the comments section below what you think it means. But I'm going to just decode this right now so you guys don't have to go through the horrible process of doing it yourself. And the way to decode each one of these murals and find out exactly what it means and what Easter egg Rockstar Games are hiding in this game is simply by going from left to right. And the reason why we know this is because if we take a look at the green mural, you can see on the left hand side there's a skull, there's also some DNA strands, and this basically represents a human being, someone within the human species, someone who is a human. You can see the DNA, the skull, alongside the fingerprint as well. Now, if you guys start going across this diagram, you can see the leaf from a peyote plant. And if we go across a tiny bit more, you can see there's a leaf from a peyote plant, and there's also a DNA strand with arrows going from one way to another. And what this means is when you eat a peyote plant, it changes your DNA and makes you into something else. And you can see this by taking a look at the next diagram in the top corner, which has loads and loads of kind of human DNA just all in one kind of petri dish or something like that, just going crazy. And it just basically tells you that your DNA will switch once you do end up eating this peyote plant. And inside the DNA, you can see letters reading IOF7 OTG2B. Now, I'll get to those letters a bit later on, guys. Of course, if you want to take a crack at this, you guys totally can do. You're probably starting to understand what this means, but as you guys go across from that, you can then see the human body kind of like being transformed and stuff. You can see all the dots going through, like the transformation is happening. And then, of course, just below that, you can see the evolution chart. But something different about it is that once it gets over to the human being, it then transforms itself into what looks like a Bigfoot, like some sort of supreme human being with superpowers powers, super strength, and all of those awesome things which of course we all know Bigfoot can do. And then you can see some other DNA strands, etc, etc, and then a huge 27 which is just above it. Now if we go back over to those letters, I'm pretty sure you guys understand what this means now. The letters once again read IOF7OTG2B, and if you guys actually rearrange these letters, it turns into Bigfoot 27. 27 representing the number of peyote plants in GTA 5, and Bigfoot of course referencing what will happen to you if you do go through that transformation. So it's a pretty cool Easter egg in itself, and that's the entire green mural just completely solved and decoded. So because we know this, Rockstar Games are telling us that the other 3 murals are 3 separate mysteries in the game, which is super exciting. And I think Rockstar Games only added in the green one because they knew we would decode it first, which would give away the huge clue that all of these can actually be decoded. So once the community got a kind of note of this, they started decoding a few other of these murals. So let me just quickly throw away the green one. We've already gone through that one, and now we're going to go straight onto the yellow mural, the one we took a look at yesterday. It's the one which has interested the most people because we kind of understand what is going on the yellow mural, but the interesting thing is no one has actually solved it yet. We only really understand what is going on. But this Easter egg on the yellow mural is huge, and Rockstar Games are trying to tell us something epic. And if you guys saw my video yesterday, you would understand that that epic thing is going to be one huge alien invasion or something like that. Like aliens are going to crash into the earth, into San Andreas, and something epic is going to happen. Now, what people in the community are thinking is that we need a full eclipse in order to see something. Other people are also saying that this could just be the moon pattern, and we need to use this pattern in order to try and find out exactly what's going on. But on the left-hand side, it does give us that sort of code which needs to be decoded in order to give us the opportunity to discover this Easter egg and find out exactly what's going on. But so far, what people are saying is that this kind of moon pattern or something like that is something we need to try and activate in GTA 5 when the moon is somewhat in the sky doing a certain shape, or even an eclipse or something like that. That's what some people are saying. Like, when something is happening in the sky, a certain day, a certain weather pattern, we can expect all of these events to happen at that time. Very exciting stuff, but that is kind of like the key in order to start this. Now, just underneath that is, of course, the radio wave, something which I asked you guys to decode in yesterday's video because we were so confused on what it meant. But the interesting thing is so many of you guys in the community went off, and we actually managed to get the audio clip from that radio wave, which you guys can see on the yellow mural. Yes, guys, just a bit of text on the yellow mural has actually been decoded, and we actually know what it sounds like. It's crazy, right? And once I heard this, I was just totally blown away. And once again, I want to say a huge thank you to Hunter. I will leave a link to him in the description below. Absolutely amazing person. Of course, if you guys like Easter eggs, recommend you guys go and check him out. He has been on point with this mystery alongside the Chiliad Reddit team. I'll leave a link to all of them in the description below. But if you guys actually compare the radio wave on the yellow mural to the one on the golden record NASA actually sent out into space, and for those of you guys who didn't see yesterday's video, I recommend you guys do so because it might end some of the confusion you might be having with this part in the video. But if you actually compare that radio wave to the one on the golden record, which was sent out into space, you will notice that it's exactly the same. And if you guys actually play this radio wave from the golden record, it gives us sounds of life on Earth. So it gives us wind, it gives us animals, you know, just random sounds of life on Earth. So if anyone were to find that golden record in real life, they would be able to understand what it sounds like on planet Earth. The same goes for in-game. If someone in the sky, like an alien or something, found that record, which they've obviously sent out into space, they would of course be able to find out exactly what it sounds like on Earth, which is super cool. So we actually know what it sounds like. And of course, if you guys want to listen to the audio clip, I was playing it just earlier as I was talking about this, but this is what it sounds like once again. Now, the interesting thing is, guys, is that if you guys carry on taking a look through this mural, you will actually notice the same diagram from the golden record. The only difference is that on this diagram, there's a UFO at the bottom of it. Now, for those of you guys who didn't watch yesterday's video, then I will briefly explain exactly what this diagram means. Because the dot in the middle is us, and everything else around it is kind of like radio lengths and frequencies and distances to galaxies and stuff like that. So if someone were to find this record in space, they could follow those frequencies and eventually come over to Earth and find us to say hello. Now, the only difference is that on the golden record, there's no UFO on it, but on this yellow mural, there is a UFO on it, circled as well. And this means 100% that a UFO has detected these frequencies and they are coming over to say hello in the very near future. When this will happen, I don't know, but if you guys look on your heist screen, you can see loads of coordinates all indicating every single location a UFO has crashed into San Andreas, which means Rockstar Games are trying to tell us that something epic is going to happen soon, and we're going to discover a huge Easter egg very, very soon in GTA 5. And the interesting thing is, guys, is the radio length I showed you guys just a few seconds ago is actually in all of these lights. The only difference is we weren't using the right tools to decode this ourselves and find out exactly what this meant. So all of these lights represent sort of like a binary and a Morse code. So you can see there's on, off, etc, etc, etc. If we read these correctly and used the right tools, we could have been able to get this radio wave and listen to exactly what the audio file showed us if we were using the right tools. This is what the community is also saying as well. A few people believe this, a few people are a bit skeptical. I kind of believe this because it's something Rockstar Games would do. So this radio length was kind of already in GTA 5. The only difference is we weren't using the right tools and we weren't finding the right stuff in order to try and listen to it. But according to the community, it's very split down the middle. But get this, guys, it doesn't end here. No way, Jose, it doesn't end here whatsoever. If we continue to decode this, just going across a little bit, you can see there's someone holding something. I'm not too sure what that is. Maybe it's us or something like that. No one has really decoded that yet. And of course, the radio frequency with the human, maybe you have to follow that in order to try and find humans or something. I'm not too sure. It hasn't been 100% decoded. But something which has been decoded is the brand new Mount Chiliad Mural, which you can see on the yellow mural right there, guys, and it will blow your mind because you're probably thinking to yourself, okay, so what? It's just the mural. They've just added it back into the yellow mural, so what? But something all of us have noticed is that there's two differences. In fact, no, there's three differences about these murals. The first difference is that this one is blank in the yellow mural and this one is filled in. All of the boxes on the yellow one aren't there. They're just like blank and stuff, waiting for someone to fill that in. And of course, as you guys can see, this one is complete. The second difference is that the new mural on the yellow mural is triangle, kind of like an Illuminati triangle or something like that. It's not a mountain, which means that the whole Mount Chiliad thing might be over, but something else may have actually just started out. Because the last thing I'm going to show you guys right now, the third difference, is that on the brand new mural on the yellow diagram, you can see that this connector right here isn't actually there. Everything else is, but this one isn't actually there right now. It's just not there on the new one for some reason. If you take a look, it's not there. Everything else is, apart from this one. And what people are speculating is that the Mount Chiliad mural is actually complete. It's actually solved. And the reason why people are saying this is because using the whole method of going left to right on these murals, we do the same thing on the Mount Chiliad mural. So on the very left of this mural, you can see there's kind of like an entrance or something, like a start to this entire thing. And as we follow through, you get UFOs, which were at the start of the game. Keep going forward, and of course you get jetpacks right at the end of the game. And then of course we end right there and go on to the next part. So that's what some people are saying, and the next part is of course the new mural on the yellow diagram, which so far doesn't actually have any sort of reference about what is going to happen. Everything in the boxes are blank. So we either have to find out exactly what diagrams, what things are meant to be in those boxes by solving each one of these murals, or we might might have to find out as Rockstar Games release future DLCs or something like that. But that's what the speculation, that's what the theory is all about to do with the yellow mural. But the main goal here is that at some point, if you trigger something during some sort of certain weather pattern, when the moon is at some part in the sky or something like that, no one really knows yet, but once you guys trigger this, you will actually see aliens crash into the earth or something like that. But either way, we know Rockstar Games have set up this mystery. Something epic is going to happen, and something is on its way. So unfortunately, that's everything I have for the yellow mural as well. But don't worry guys, I do actually have more information about which one. That's the green and the yellow one done, and we do actually have information about the red one, because the red and the purple mural, as you guys can see right there, they're different, because some of the clues on those murals can actually be found inside the Mount Chiliad tunnels. If you take a look on the doors, on the walls and stuff like that, you can see those clues. So something interesting is we might actually be able to discover what the purple and the red one mean by just taking a look at those clues and kind of like following them or something like that. But Rockstar Games have hidden some of the clues on physical objects, so we might be able to discover what they mean very soon and very shortly. But for now, the yellow one kind of gets our attention the most, because that looks like the most exciting one, and I can't wait to find out exactly what it means. But Rockstar Games, the bottom line here guys, is that it looks like the Mount Chiliad mural has been solved. But the bottom line here is Rockstar Games have introduced 3 new murals to GTA 5, all of which have not yet been solved. One of them has, but the other 3 are still unsolved right now. So that's 3 brand new Easter eggs in GTA 5 which have yet to be completed. Something I forgot to mention in the live recording is right now we are literally in the Mount Chiliad mural finale, which is insane. It's been literally 4 years. It's been 4 years since this mural came out, and Rockstar Games have finally taken us to the finale of the Mount Chiliad mural. Now we've solved the mural, we just need to figure out exactly what the other 3 murals mean in the tunnel to get to the end of this. So right now, we are literally in the finale part of the Mount Chiliad mural, and this is the finale, guys. So once we solve exactly what is underneath the Mount Chiliad tunnels, once we solve exactly what is on these 3 murals, which are currently not decoded yet, I'm sure we will find every single answer we've been looking for. So right now, guys, this is the Mount Chiliad mural finale. I'm so excited, and I have no idea what is going to happen. Like, imagine if a tunnel just came up next to the mural. That would be insane. So yeah, I guess we'll have to find out soon. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, but let's get back into the video. And in my opinion, this means that over time, Rockstar Games are going to slowly release more and more content to help us solve each one of these murals. So whatever happens, guys, there's so many exciting things yet to happen to GTA 5, and I can't wait to get to the bottom of all of these. But of course, if I do find anything out, I will make sure to let you guys know straight away. But I just want to say a round of applause to the community, to the Mount Chiliad Reddit, to Hunter, to Dibs Gaming, to so many of you guys in the community for just going through all of this, because I know loads of you guys have worked tirelessly in order to try and find the information you guys have. And with this information, we now know that the entire mystery scene has changed, all because Rockstar Games have left us these clues in the game, which are slowly being decoded. But if you guys are interested in decoding them yourself, all you need to do is go left to right on each one of these murals. And of course, if you guys do manage to decode this, let me know in the comment section below. Rockstar Games have gone to town on this. They literally have. Like, there's so many crazy things waiting to be discovered, and I can't wait to find out exactly what is going to happen. So once again, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you know how to decode any of these, comment in the comments section below as well. Smash that thumbs up button as well. Of course, if you guys are new here, I recommend you do also subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more videos like this, especially if you want to be updated on this mystery, on this Easter egg in GTA 5, because I am not going to rest until we do get the end of this. So until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching. This is huge, and there's 3 brand new murals, 3 brand new mysteries, 3 brand new Easter eggs waiting to be found in GTA 5. So good luck, guys, and I will see you guys next time. My name is Nort, and Happy New Year.